Came down here to the creek just to see how the water's flowing, and I see there's coffee berries ripened. These have a taste that's similar to coffee, kind of bitter. The fruit's edible. California native people made jellies and teas out of this, or just ate it as fruit. They use this to offset the constipative nature of the acorns that they ate, which constituted such a large part of their diet. I've tried this. If you eat about 6 or 8 of these berries, you'll have a gentle movement in a few hours. Nothing catastrophic, but it will loosen you up. They planted them everywhere just as a to cultivate them, and so they had a supply of them. And then over here on the other side is this big bay tree, and these leaves are very aromatic. Bay. So if you have a stuffed up nose or head, take a couple of these leaves and crush them and put them in your nostrils. I guarantee it's going to open up your sinus passages. You don't want to do it when you're not stuffed up. I did that once and I had a headache for an hour. It's quite strong. So that's California Bay. And the stream has gone down significantly. This is Dairy Creek. It's come down significantly since I was here last, but still flowing, and we're well into September now, so it pretty much flowed all year, and we had a really great rain season. That's interesting. I never noticed that before, but there's some marks on that rock. They could be natural, probably are. It's kind of things like that get our attention. You know, the human mind, the human brain is hardwired to recognize and see patterns, facial recognition, things like that. It's like how you can pick out your kids or your family when you're walking through the mall. You can even ID them from behind. You just know them. We just have such an incredible brain with an ability for recognition. This is probably why so many people insisted there was a face on Mars. Even though I think the site's called Cydonia, it's just a shadow in a natural cleft on Mars, but people were convinced that it was a man-made structure. You couldn't tell them otherwise, because we're just so hardwired to recognize the human face in things. This is why we see human faces in rocks and cliff faces and things. Anyway, just a little fun chatter. It's so beautiful in here in the shade. I don't think I would drink this water. I would imagine there's probably a fair amount of nitrates and runoff from the local farming. I suppose you could filter it and render it safe. I certainly wouldn't drink it raw. Maybe after boiling it. But anyway, we'll talk to you later.